Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I am your host, Conrad Cushman. With me tonight, we got Derek in the house.
Hello, hello.
We are not practicing social distancing right now at the moment for this review, but I reassure you that social distancing was practiced for the whole show. We are going to review AEW Dynamite from tonight. We're going to talk about the March 25th, 2020 edition of the show. Go through everything from the top to the bottom of the card and just kind of give our thoughts on everything. I don't expect this one to be a super long show, so if you guys have questions, save them for us at the end. But if you guys want to help out Everything Pro Wrestling, there's a few cool ways you could do that. Number one, hit the like button for us. Nothing helps us out more than a nice thumbs up. Why don't we hit it with a nice V trigger?
V trigger!
Also, you guys can leave me a comment below if you watch this after the fact. I do reply to all comments, so make sure you guys leave me a comment below. Helps more people see the video as well with the likes. They do the same thing, so helps more people see the video. Leave me a comment. If you're in the live chat, I'm going to give you guys a shout out momentarily. So thank you guys so much for joining us in the live chat. You guys are greatly appreciated each and every week. I look forward to talking with you guys, getting your thoughts on the show tonight. Also, powerslam.tv. If you guys want to check out some free independent wrestling while we're all quarantined, use the code EPW show and you get 1 month on me. So check out powerslam.tv. That's in the description here on the podcast. It'll be in the description box as well. Check that out and use the code EPW show. 1 month free of independent pro wrestling. Support the indies, man. These guys are probably suffering from all of this right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
D, let's talk about some AEW, though. That's what the people are here to talk about. Tonight, we had a different commentary team. We had Tony Schiavone, Cody was on commentary, and Kenny Omega doing a rundown of the show to start it off. Felt very weird tonight. Tony Schiavone's always great, but what did you think of Cody and Kenny on commentary?
You know what? I appreciate Kenny and Cody. Cody actually brought like a different dynamic to it. It was more like laid back conversation all the time. Like this was just a conversation that they were having all the time, every single day. Nothing different, nothing new. They just talking like it's a regular thing. Yeah, I actually appreciated that.
Yeah, him and Tony are good friends, I know for a fact. So yeah, that's really dope. I know Tony's from the Georgia area, and so Cody lives out there now too. So really cool to see that. Kenny Omega even on commentary. It was just something different to hear these guys. So you got a little different feel of it tonight. I thought they did all right though.
Oh yeah. You definitely got like a different style from each one of them.
Missed some cues. Before we get into the first match of the show, we got to give some shout outs to everybody in the live chat. We've got Original Biggie in the house. What's up, Obi-Wan? PR Nightmare is in the house. B-Boy Skyline. Thomas Polster is in the house. The Ultimate Opportunist. What is going on, man? Good to have you in here for a live chat. Doug is in the house. Hey, yo. What's going on, Doug? Doug, I hope that you're not dirty. Because if so, we got some extra hand sanitizer here for you. You know, no marketing. You know, you got to pay me for that. But we got some hand sanitizer here, you know. Just a little squirt, and then you do your thing. Do your thing. Rub your hands together like Birdman. All good. All good. But let's talk about this first match, D. Oh, Prince Rockstar joined us as well. What is good? Cody versus Jimmy Havoc. Jimmy Havoc's been on a nice little streak on AEW Dark. If you guys haven't seen it, he is 3-0 on there, so he's built up quite a name for himself. He is featured tonight facing off against Cody. Cody's been building up to this big blood and guts match right now. He's kind of doing lots of little mini feuds, like he's feuding with MJF still in the back of our minds. He's also got something going on with Lance Archer and Jake the Snake. More on that in a second. But Jimmy Havoc here gets his time to shine. What did you think of this match overall?
I thought it was a good match. I definitely thought it was a good match. I'm glad to see Jimmy Havoc back. I didn't know he was even on Dark. I thought he was still suspended, but just to see him back, good job, Jimmy. Stay good, bro.
I thought this was a decent match. It's hard to describe these matches with the empty arena feeling that's behind it. Excuse me. There's just something missing from all of this, and it's not to say that it's bad. it's just missing that element of fan participation. I really felt it tonight. Like last week, I could look past it, and this week I was like, I think this would be so much better if people were there because they would get, that extra momentum on a move, or they'd have something to turn to and be like, yes, these people are feeling this. I like it. Yeah. I know I'm doing stuff right. But they had a decent match in this one. Cody does his overzealous thing again and lands 2 crossroads. Spiked Jimmy Havoc both times. I give him credit for that. They're doing amazing sell jobs for Cody on that move, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
Two crossroads. He picks up the victory here. Jimmy suffers a loss, which I don't think hurts him too badly.
No.
I know people are gonna, he's putting himself over. He's the boss of the company. Look, it'll all pay off towards the end. These guys are the stars. Let them be the stars for right now.
Exactly.
I think they're doing good things here. Let us see. B-Boy Skyline telling people to like the video, share the video, and spread the word. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Sorry, the game was fun to play. Jordan, you must be tore up drunk from if you played that game Cody was talking about on Twitter. Both prove that JR is a pro. Thomas Polster said about the commentary. Like, I think they did all right for where they were. Like, I don't think they've ever done it. They had one really bad transition. I think it comes later on in, I think it's the next match.
Yeah.
To where they said they were on Fight and they weren't. Yeah. And I'm like, nah, bro, it's still on TNT. We can see this. We can hear you.
Right, exactly.
But they were trying. My favorite part came after the match, though. The Jake the Snake promo. I got this, Are You Afraid of the Dark vibes with the fire coming up. Jake sitting by the fire in the chair with that raspy-ass voice.
Caesar.
He did a really good job. I call this the Trust Me promo. Very similar to his old one. He used to always have that line when he turned heel in 91, trust me. But Jake comes out and says he wants Caesar, a.k.a. Cody, to give Lance Archer a match. One match to prove himself. And Cody just looked at it and he was kind of overzealous a little bit at it, the audacity of this dude.
Exactly.
I thought they did well though with this. Jake the Snake delivered a good promo here, and I thought it was good, dude.
He did. I was also telling him that it would have been cool if they were able to figure it out some kind of way for him to stay sitting back, and then as soon as he started talking, sit forward. But then again, Jake's a little on the shaky side a little bit. So I think we did what we needed to do. But no, definitely great promo by Jake the Snake. I appreciate Jake the Snake. I appreciate what he's doing for Lance Archer. This should be better than what people are probably thinking.
Yeah, I agree with that. I know this is a feud kind of to carry over, but I think you could really make Lance Archer a star here.
Yes.
By letting things happen. The Ultimate Opportunist said, what a match tonight between Cody and Jimmy Havoc, so he seemed like he was impressed with this one. Doug says, empty arena shows have been cool in my opinion other than Raw. I mean, this is what we have right now. There's nothing really to complain about with it. Like I said, my thing was just I missed the fan interaction and just I think it would give the matches a little bit more of a boost. But this is what we got right now, and if this is what wrestling is for a little bit, this is what it's going to have to be.
Mm-hmm.
PR Nightmare said, no filter, Derek.
PR.
You gonna pay them fines, PR, because I can't, bro. I can't with him. What's going on, though, Nelson? Yeah. So let's move on to the next thing here. Cody kind of gets on commentary, and they talk about, will Lance Archer be on the next Dynamite? He kind of makes it seem like he's going to be there on the next episode. So not a bad thing, in my opinion.
No, not at all. I would be more than welcoming to see. I don't know if I said that right. Probably not, but I don't really care. I think it would be a welcome sight to see Lance Archer, because I mean he should have debuted already by now.
I think they're doing the slow burn on purpose, though. There's a reason why Lance Archer hasn't come up yet. I think they're trying to put him with Jake. Look, this is what the story's going to be. Maybe they figured out, hey, we can use Jake. We can take advantage of this and make you a bigger star. I think they have the chance here. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with it. I'm interested to see how we get to the match with him and Cody. I don't know if it's going to be next week. I really feel like they're going to give him a squash match maybe to just make him look strong.
Yeah, I would, honestly, until you get to the point where you're talking, or, you have Cody and Lance Archer wrestling, it's got to be all mind games right now because Jake the Snake was great at mind games. So still play into that aspect and play with the mind games until you get to that point where it's like, all right, I've had enough. Lance, me and you, whatever. Now.
It's gonna all take its time. Like I said, I don't think there's no reason to rush any of this right now. I think Double or Nothing, honestly, that was gonna happen in May. I think it's in jeopardy right now of happening, with how everything's been going.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do the wait and see approach to see what happens. I don't know what's gonna go on with that, but like I said, we've got nothing but time. Take your time, develop these characters. I'm interested in Lance Archer. If anybody's listening out there. Next, Darby Allin promo. Clap it up, dude. Darby Allin, amazing, bro. You effing crushed it tonight with the promo. Yes. I loved the 4 masks he came out with people from the Inner Circle. I don't know if he got that table from like a garage sale or whatever, but he sets fire to a table with all the masks on it. He did really good in this. I mean, any other thoughts on it from you?
Yeah. Darby Allin's promos are by far like tip-top shape for me. I have yet to be disappointed, knock on wood, but Darby Allin's put on great promos. He puts on great shows every time. And then, I also like the fact of he used Kip Sabian as a sacrificial lamb that's in his way to get to the Inner Circle.
I like that. He basically set that up too by saying that in the very beginning. So that was a good call by you. Yeah. Let me see here. R-Dub in the house. What's going on, R-Dub? He said with everything going on, they could delay that match till Double or Nothing, going back to the Cody, Lance Archer. That wouldn't be bad as well. And Malik, I connected this one with it as well. He said, why does Jake Roberts call Cody Caesar? The reason he is called Caesar, my good sir, is because Caesar was the king of the land. And I think Cody has taken that, the face of AEW, in my opinion. How do I want to put this? Out of all the EVPs, I feel like Cody gets the most face time. Cody seems the most comfortable in that role. I know sometimes his visions and the things he says doesn't line up with what Tony Khan wants, but I think Cody does a great job in being that figurehead for AEW who can go out there and speak. There's times where I want to hear Tony come out and lay down the law, but I feel like out of all the EVPs, Cody's the most outspoken.
Yeah, definitely. There's really not much to say about it. It's just what it is. That's just how it mapped out. Cody mapped it out that way, or well, I won't say he mapped it out that way. It just fell in his hands that way. Can't do anything about it. It's just gonna be what it is.
Let's talk about this match though. The super bad Kip Sabian with his bad girl, Penelope Ford.
Joey, you disappoint me, bro.
Yo, chill out with that, bro. that goes way back. They were having some stuff go on with that. Joey, you're still the man in my mind.
He is, but he just disappointed me with this one.
So it's Kip Sabian versus Darby Allin in this one. These guys were kind of going hard, I thought, for nobody being there.
Yes.
I respected, though, 2 of the young upstarts in AEW. Dude, Darby's got something. There's magic with this dude, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a big future ahead of him, big opportunities. They did some great things. This was the match where Cody thought he cut to a commercial break and he didn't. So, botch. So that'll probably be on Botchamania coming up. But all good. They were still on TNT. Cody and Tony Schiavone just talking, shooting the shit, doing their thing. Not mad at it at all. But this match, you would expect that. So they were going so hard that I thought Darby would, win with the coffin drop. This falls right back into the same lines that we always talk about, Derek. They win with a different move. Darby wins with a move called the Last Supper, which was kind of weird. By the way, never liked the word supper. Don't know why. It's one of those weird things with me.
No, I'm right there with you, bro. The first time I heard that, I think I heard it in like I think I heard it in like Tombstone. Like I've heard it before that, but I never really paid attention to it. But then when I heard it, like fully heard it, I'm like, what the hell is supper?
I don't know. I never liked it in Catholic school either. Yeah, just saying.
like I knew about it in Catholic school because we went to the same school. So Like, they always talk about like the Last Supper and all that kind. I never really paid attention to how the word itself, and then I finally like paid attention to him. Like, yo, you use supper for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Eat your supper.
You ready for supper? What?
It's just a trash word, guys. I'm gonna say it. He was now. Some people are probably wondering what is the Last Supper for a finisher. He sets it up like a sharpshooter and then goes into a pen. Like, dude, your legs were pretzeled. I couldn't see how someone would get out of that.
Yeah, and then like as he does that, he kind of lays on top of you, so you're kind of just like wailing your arms around and stuff like that. It's like you can't really do anything, so you have no other choice but to succumb to that pin.
I think that nice use of the word succumb. Sorry for the childish laugh there. I've been quarantined for too long. Stop. You're killing me. That move I think could be kicked out of by like a Jake Hager or somebody. Like because he's bigger,
Well, that's true. Yeah. I mean not it, I don't see let me correct myself. I shouldn't say that that's a move that, you have to be pinned. Like you can't get out of it. Like if someone has the upper body strength to do it, yes, it's possible they could do it.
Nice. I'm seeing some good things in the chat. Let me go back to Malik Murray's question. Malik, I'm trying to keep your questions in line. If you guys have questions, save them for the end, though. I promise you we'll answer a few because we're going to probably finish this earlier than we usually do. Malik says he's got a question. Why isn't Darby Allin going for the AEW World Championship?
He's got a personal vendetta that he has to settle. He has to pick apart the inner circle before he... And then also on top of that, he's really not really focused on that.
I think he's trying to battle the underlings to get back to that. Like he has a mission. He's like, I have to go through all of them if I want to get to that.
Yeah. And I think he's more focused on doing that. And the personal vendetta with the inner circle is, you almost took my voice box out of commission. So it's like, you tried to end my career, so now I'm coming for all of you.
Right? Like, I feel the same way, though, like, as far as him getting to Moxley. I mean, we all saw that paradigm shift off the middle rope. I don't want to see Darby Allin end again, bro. But good stuff, though. Good question for that. Let's see here. The Ultimate Opportunist brought up my next point. Shawn Spears, Billy Gunn, Austin Gunn, Dasha Fuentes. There were a bunch of people back there like betting on the matches, talking crazy. It was weird to see them in the trailer this time. I would have much preferred to have them like scattered in the arena.
I think it would have worked. We would have felt the way we felt about this show like we did last show because they had people out there. Even just for the fact that it was just more of the staff members and the wrestlers that were out there. It still gave it an essence of like, that was a great move, that was BS, whatever.
People just talking mess, yelling stuff. I mean, we did have one funny line, which will come up later on, but that somebody yelled out that you caught immediately. But we'll get into that momentarily. But like I said, I thought this was a fine match, though. I thought these guys they gave you the extra mile that they needed to in this one.
Definitely.
Doug said something else we have in common: Catholic school. Yeah, Doug, we'll share some bad stories one day for you about that. Are Rob and Donnie well and healthy, and are they staying at their homes? I assume so. Rob said he was coming, but Rob's just a whisper in the wind. Yeah. You'll never know if he's showing up. I assume that they just stayed at home for quarantine purposes. But I talked to them. They don't seem like they're sick or anything. So they are good, Thomas. Thank you for asking. Malik asks, what if Spears and MJF become a tag team? And what if they make Kenny Omega turn heel? I would love to see Ring of Honor Roosh?
Oh, I would love to see Roosh
from Ring of Honor. Yeah. That's not a bad point, Malik. I don't see. I think MJF's a single star.
Yeah, he has to be. He has to be a single star with goons.
And Kenny Omega to me is a main eventer still.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to switch him out. And I think Shawn Spears is going to be a guy who helps elevate next level talent. So I see Shawn Spears as a top level tag performer or a a mid-level performer within the company, with all due respect, trying to say, you know what I mean? I don't want to call him a mid-carder, but that's what he's there to do. He can help elevate other guys and teach them things that they don't know yet.
Right. Because, I mean, he's kind of up there in age, right?
No, I think he's about our age.
Is he?
Yeah, in his 30s. But he's doing fine where he's at.
Yeah.
Let's get to the next match. Jake Hager versus... was this dude's name Chico, or were they just calling him that?
I think his name was Chico.
Somebody wrote Chico down here in the notes. It was me, but I'm like, yo, I don't know if this dude's name was Chico. He was.
It was either Chico or like Chizo or something like that, or like Chizo or something.
He was a local talent. I don't know here, man. This dude got squashed, basically.
Yeah, it's they had to do it. I think was this like the first squash match for AEW?
Well, see, they have him on Dark, so sometimes you might miss those. Like yesterday on Dark, Derek doesn't watch Dark.
I do sometimes.
Well, you missed this one.
One, I know. I missed the last couple.
They had all guys from like the independent scene to help get them paid, basically. They're like, come on out and we'll do matches with you guys. They all came out there and put over the AEW people, but you never know. Could be a job in the future. I was really impressed by Sugar D. I thought he did a really good job on Dark last night. Jake Hager, they give him a video package showing what he's done in Bellator. He's been whooping ass. He's a great wrestler from Perry, Oklahoma. He is the Oklahomie. That's for B-Boy Skyline. He'll know where that's from. Jake Hager does an excellent job, though. He wins the match quickly with a standing triangle. Quick work of the dude. Easy win. But afterwards, Moxley just randomly walks out. He just walks out with the swagger, with his rolling the shoulders. And he comes out there ready to fight. Hager sees him. And for his troubles, he eats a paradigm shift.
But he also got up after that and tried to catch him in a ankle lock.
Not Ken Shamrock style, or Christian. Yeah.
Where is she?
Stephanie. Yeah. Stupid. Okay, Doug says Chico was his name.
Chico, okay. Yeah, see? I knew it.
Could be dope. Prince Rockstar says Sean Spears and Rusev. I wouldn't be mad at it, bro.
Not at all.
And B-Boy Skyline said, yep, so he knows where the Oklahoma is from. So afterwards, they got into a little bit of a brawl, but Jake Hager takes the powder. He walks out the ring and heads to the back. Do you see Moxley defending the belt against him eventually? Like,
I would say so. I don't think this would be a ranking match. I think this would more so be Moxley just calling out Jake Hager.
So you think it'll be like a non-title? See, I got you saying Hagar now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he might end up calling him out and doing what he's got to do for it. I think we're going to see a match between these two, though, in the near future.
Yeah, definitely. And like near future, like ASAP.
So, let me see here. Let me fix my last comment. Chico was his name. I almost said that, but I would have definitely blamed my son for the reason why I started singing like bingo and stuff like that. You guys definitely don't ever want to hear me sing those songs. Let's get into the next promo. Brodie Lee, a.k.a. the former Luke Harper. Really good to see him in AEW. I thought he had a tremendous debut last week. We talked about all the little things that people noticed. The little tribute kind of to Bray Wyatt with the sister Abigail.
Yep.
He did tremendous things. So we get the promo from last week of them highlighting like, oh, he is the Exalted One, him in his cloak and all this other mess. And it's the exact same promo we've been seeing kind of on their YouTube channel and everything else. So make sure you guys subscribe to AEW's YouTube channel. And afterwards, you see all that, but my favorite line from the promo is, Christopher Daniels, you're not the first old man who doubted my, what did he say? Doubted my abilities?
Yeah. Something to that effect.
And he said, but you'll be the last. And I love it. It was great. And then he took his head off.
Yes.
And the Vince McMahon references did not stop there, Derek.
Not at all.
We get to a scene of Brodie Lee backstage having some dinner, and I'll kind of let you talk about the steak part here.
Yeah, I apologize. I do not mean this in an offensive way at all. But why do some people hold their forks the way that he held his fork? That has to be like the most. I won't say that, but that had to be like the weirdest way to hold it. Like that looks so uncomfortable.
Listen, I don't want to start a how do you hold your fork challenge for AEW, but I might if we stay quarantined for longer than anything. I'm seeing rank this, do this. I'm like, yo, how do we hold our forks when we cut steak? But then again, I don't know. I mean, I hold it kind of like pitchfork style, like I'm like this, and then I'm doing that.
Yeah, but I mean,
he was more so like,
yeah,
it looked weird.
I don't know, because when I do it, I got the fork like this.
So, yeah, with the one finger on top. Yeah,
with the one finger. So, like, watching other people do it and then holding it like this, I'm like, that looks so weird and so uncomfortable.
Now, there's some people in the live chat who were in the Facebook group. Some people were saying that this was a shot at Vince. I don't know if Vince cuts his steak like this and he was trying to make fun of it, because this was a different Luke Harper. And I wish Casey was in here right now, because he always wanted to see Luke Harper in like this JBL type gimmick. We talked about this a bunch of times. And you finally got to see what he would kind of look like in it. He's wearing a suit. His hair is kind of put back in a nice ponytail. And he's just eating this beautiful food. They have like steak, broccoli, potatoes.
Eating fat. That's what he's eating.
Alex Reynolds and John Silver are sitting at the other ends of the table, and they're not eating anything.
He's basically chastising them.
Yeah, dude. Like an abusive father. Like he said, you cannot eat until I'm done eating. And if you guys have ever heard some crazy ass WWE like creative stories, Vince McMahon would make people on the creative team watch him eat, and they could not eat like during it. Could you imagine that shit? Like, bro, listen, I'm a big brother, and Vince McMahon ain't gonna tell me I can't eat. I'll go over there and snatch the sandwich off his plate. Like, listen, bro, I'm hungry.
Right.
All right, you ain't telling me I can't eat.
Exactly.
But Brodie Lee does that, and I can't remember which one of them walked away. One of the two guys in the tag team walked away.
It was the first one was.
Was it John Silver? I think
it was
Silver.
John Silver that got kicked out first.
Yeah, so he ends up leaving, and Alex Reynolds sitting there, and he was like, "You better get your boy and tell him what's up." And as he's sitting there eating steak, and he does like the fat breathing, like while you're eating it. That's how you knew that shit was good. And then we got the sneeze at the table after. Dude, so someone sneezes. Another thing that people say Vince McMahon hates. I've even heard today that like Donald Trump hates it too. It's a thing that like pisses some people off. That doesn't bother me as much.
If you got sneeze, you got sneeze.
Yeah, but listen, everybody's got their thing that bothers them a little bit. Like people chewing with their mouth open, shit like that drives me nuts.
Listen, I work with a guy who does that. Now, granted, he's got sleep apnea.
What does that got to do with how you eat?
Bro, when he eats, it's...
Going to work.
You only took one bite, bro. That ain't going to work. That's trying to inhale and chew at the same time. And can't breathe.
Okay, so I get it. Maybe the sleep apnea plays it. All right, that's fair. I was like, that has nothing to do with eating. But yeah, everybody's got their quirks. But Vince McMahon is sneezing. Sneezing is something a person can't help.
No.
So it's so weird. So could you imagine, like, people probably hold in their sneezes around him at like creative meetings and stuff? I don't know if you're gonna like pop a blood vessel in your eye doing that or what.
Fun fact: you can. Well, it's not fun, but you definitely could. Cause yourself like a brain hemorrhage by like holding it.
Oh, note to self: don't hold your sneezes. But these were all little shots at Vince McMahon, and I thought it did a lot of good for him.
It did. I actually like seeing him dressed up like that. Like I like the old style, you know, back when he was in the Wyatt family. But I like this new style now. This new style is new. Like he went somewhere new. They gave him something new. I appreciate that. You keep up with it.
See, my man Prince Rockstar knew about Vince hating people that sneezes, so he knew that one already. Let's see here. Malik Murray said, I thought Brodie Lee was about to kick the shit out of John Silver. How long do you think before he goes for the AEW World Championship?
I think he challenges pretty quick.
Oh, so you think he's going to be in the top 5 mix soon?
Yeah. I think he challenges pretty quick. Because you had the build-up for this for a good amount of time. I think he forces his way into it. I don't think it's more so the wins. I think he forces his way into it.
I think too he's on the older side. He's a little bit older than us, and he's trying to get his time in wrestling. His bump card's only got a few, like there's only so many punches in it. He knows that it's coming up soon, where it's like, all right, bro, you got to do something now. So he's trying to make these moves happen. I support it, man.
I do too.
He takes on QT Marshall in the match here. This is his first match, technically.
Squash.
We all know when we see QT Marshall and that damn apple, we know he's about to get his head taken off. QT Marshall is out there, and he ends up getting caught with all of the signature moves thrown around the ring. They make freaking Brodie Lee look like a beast. He gets caught with the Sister Abigail tease into the discus lariat, turning QT Marshall inside out for the 1-2-3. That's it, man. I don't think there's anything else that we really need to say about this segment. They really put him over.
And they basically stood over him and dropped the
the mask on him after.
Mask on him.
Yeah. Do you think the Dark Order needs to get bigger? And I'll put this question to the chat too. Does the Dark Order need to expand itself still? Or do you think, like, I don't know, if you have 2 tag teams in there right now, do you need more?
I think they need to grow, honestly. Because, I mean, of significance besides Evil Uno and
Stu Grayson,
who do you really have? And Brodie Lee. Like, besides those 3, who do you really have?
I feel like Alex Reynolds and John Silver could turn. I think you could make them into baby faces by having them turn on them.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So you do that, and then, because this whole segment here is basically like, you know, I'm shitting on you because you guys fucked up. Right,
that could be just...
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Nelson's about to get after me for that. Yeah. No, it makes sense what you're saying, though, with that. As far as they've been messing up. They haven't been doing their jobs properly. And when it's time for them to get wins, they don't.
Right.
But remember, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson are the number 1 contenders for the tag titles. That's got me worried a little bit, too, coming up in the future with a lot of things. But we'll see what happens with it. I think you can kick those 2 out, Alex Reynolds and John Silver, and find some single stars who need it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just some guidance, even if they're on dark, trying to pick up victories or whatever.
You know what? And I would even do that. I would go down to dark and just kind of start recruiting people from there. And you recruit the people who are actually putting on great shows, but don't take the people that you know that'll come up to the main card.
And Dark's going to be going away possibly soon. We were supposed to get a second show from AEW. When does that happen? Nobody knows. I can't promise reviews of that show or anything else. Someone said it's supposed to be like Dark, so we're going to have to wait and see what happens. We get an update next on Nick Jackson. Nick Jackson was taken out by the Inner Circle. Cody made me laugh during this. Who put this picture up? We couldn't find a better picture of Nick. He's got blood coming from his mouth. You know, he's sticking up for his... fellow elite member, and Nick Jackson, they basically show the beat down for him and just basically say he's recovering right now at this point. Shout out to Tony Schiavone too for trying to stick up for all this. Did a really good job here. We get an update on that, but he's not going to be back in time for Blood and Guts, it looks like.
No.
The real reason, he just had a baby. Or he's having one. I don't know if he had it or not.
I think they had the baby.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not in this business, but I know his wife was pregnant, and that was part of the reason why they took him off TV. So show him some love when you see him.
Yeah, definitely.
AAA title next. The main event. We had Sammy Guevara versus the champion Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega is AAA's mega title holder at this point. This was good. This was match of the night, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
For what they did here. Sammy Guevara, Kenny Omega stole the show, just basically showing out. I know the effort was there for the other guys, but I expected it more so from these two, and they went balls to the wall.
Definitely, they definitely put all the stops to put on a good show in strenuous circumstances.
So, my favorite spot in this match has to be when Sammy is on the outside and he hops over the barricade. And he usually has those little drawings. Well, this time for the drawings, he had pictures. I think one was of Brandy. I can't
One
remember.
was Chris Jericho.
Jericho, and there was another stupid one out there that I can't think of at this moment.
I can see it.
But the best part was Brandy. So he gets on the outside eventually during the match, and he hops over the barricade right before commercial break. He ends up making out with like the Brandy poster, and he is going to work on this thing. It's like the classic, when people used to do like the turnaround.
Yeah, turn around.
And he was going in on this thing, and someone shouted that you heard in the background.
Listen, before they went away, all you get, correct me if I'm wrong, go back and listen to it, but it definitely sounded like someone was like, more tongue!
He was like licking the poster, and it's just a drawing of Brandy. It was disgusting. I'm surprised Cody didn't come down there and beat his ass. Brandy's face was like disgusted at the same time in the background.
I think Cody was like, oh, come on.
Now, R-Dub is agreeing with match of the night for us, and he also says the same thing here. Sammy looked great in this match, and
definitely.
And we're going to get to that. A lot of people are saying match of the night. So they go back and forth. Kenny Omega wins with the one-winged angel.
Credit to Tony Schiavone for saying it correctly.
Yo, thank you, Tony, because I was so sick of hearing one-winged angel for weeks. I just don't know if that's how people want to say it or whatnot.
I think that's how they want to say it. I think they want to say it that way because it sounds like it's more devastating.
Listen, the first person that kicks out of that move, they're going to be a made person. That move is going to be protected like Triple H's pedigree for years, bro.
Oh my God.
I remember that. Nobody kicked out of that shit for a long time. Like, if you kicked out of the pedigree, some shit was up. I was like, yo, did they botch? What happened there? But they did a really good job. Like I said, match of the night for this one. Kenny Omega retains the AAA Mega title here. Sammy looked great in defeat, like R-Dub said. So
Definitely.
Props to R-Dub. Definitely knows what he's talking about. Make sure you guys show him some love, and the Run the Ropes crew on Facebook. Amazing group. Let's see here. Malik Murray says, so MJF and Cody's rivalry is finished now? No. No, I think that this could have a pit stop possibly with Lance Archer at the next pay-per-view, but I feel by All Out, that time period, August, that we're going to be back to seeing them feud. I think they're just dropping subtle hints right now for what's going to happen.
And I think this is more so people throwing stones at the throne.
Yeah.
Now.
And shout out to Cody Rhodes, too, for his Star Trek references. I heard what you were saying up there.
Yeah, that's who it was. It was somebody from Star Trek. It wasn't Spock. I think it was Picard.
Picard, yeah, because that's Cody's favorite. Yeah. That's his boy. Yeah, so, listen, I'm not mad at it. Good memory to remember that, because I definitely forgot all about that third picture already. Prince Rockstar says, them fake reactions, like they were watching the Super Bowl, not a wrestling match. Doug put one winged in the chat. Absolutely, whoever kicks out of that is an instant star. I agree, R-Dub. They protect that move in New Japan, and I love it, and they're going to protect it here as well.
But the moment you let someone kick out of it in either show is the moment you have to let it be universal.
No, I think
not on a regular basis, but you can't go from AEW to someone kicking out of that and then go to New Japan and then nobody.
Well, someone has kicked out of it in New Japan, but it made them a star. But it was only one person, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the only person I've ever seen kick out of that is Okada. Okay. So. Like I said, respect. And Okada's like the great, and they were having a great match at the time, so couldn't be mad at it.
Yeah.
And the feud was based on if Kenny Omega hits this move, it's over for him.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Good breakdown of that. Hopefully we get some New Japan soon too, man. I've been missing my New Japan. My heart hurts a little bit. I had to put up a Wolverine picture of him touching the New Japan logo like I missed it. I got a lot of likes for that though, so that was dope. I don't know who originally made that, but props to you. Let's talk about the main event segment of the night. It was Chris Jericho and Matt Hardy. Folks, I'm giving huge props to Chris Jericho. This dude's a legend. Period, point blank. I don't want to hear from anybody. The man cut a promo on a drone tonight, and I was like into it, bro.
Yes.
Like
he was like having a legit conversation by himself with a drone that was not talking back.
And I was sitting there watching it, and about, I would say like 75% through, I'm like, dude, I'm watching Chris Jericho talk to a flying drone. What the hell am I doing right now? But I was entertained. I was engaged.
And you could feel like how in tune he was with the promo. Like he was like, I'm all in on this, so this is what you're gonna get.
Shout out to Sick, who joined us as well, and my man JPQ from No Particular Angle. If you guys want to know about Stardom, check out No Particular Angle podcast. He just uploaded a great episode today, so give him a subscribe. Tell him EPW sent you. This was amazing. Chris Jericho cutting the promo on the drone. He went to work, called him a son of a bitch, all types of things. Said he didn't like his political views, but he tried to get him to join the Inner Circle. The drone bounced. He said no. Matt Hardy then shows up. Yo, they had Matt Hardy teleport. So Derek, what did you think the instant you saw teleportation happening with Matt Hardy?
The first teleportation caught me off guard because I think I looked away for like a split second. So I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell just happened? But then when they started doing it, I felt like it was like what made me, when they started doing it, what made me look was at Chris Jericho's part where it looked like Chris Jericho's like was just standing there, and it looked like that was like a still, and they were just like here. I'm like, I could have did without that.
No, I thought that was great.
I mean, it was good. I mean, I was just like,
I think the Matt Hardy stuff, you're either gonna love it or hate it. Listen, Matt Hardy's part of the reason why I started watching Impact again, because of this gimmick. Like, some people said they hated it so bad. I remember this on Twitter. They were like, I hate this thing so bad that I'm done with this. And other people said this shit is gold, so I had to check it out, and I actually enjoyed it. Like, I just thought it was so over the top that it was good. So that's how I feel with the Matt Hardy stuff. If you're either gonna like it or hate it.
So sometimes I feel like when you watch him do it, like when he's like standing there, like I feel like he wants to talk at like a certain point, but he's like, I can't talk just yet, not yet.
He's got to keep it going, right?
Yeah. Like he gets caught up in it. It's like I can't think of what I'm saying. What I want to say now. I got to stay here for a minute.
Where are we here? Oh my goodness. Couldn't read what I just wrote. So I gave this a good promo once Matt Hardy got out there, and they went back and forth on it. Jericho's trying to get him to join the Inner Circle. Jericho tries to butter him up. Matt Hardy's not going for it. He goes on all these random rants about Abe Lincoln being out there, Maximilian,
Martin Luther King.
Matt Hardy's gold in these. Go back and watch this. I highly recommend it. I'm not doing this justice by just talking about this. You need to go back and see this.
Yeah.
And afterwards, it all ends with Jericho saying, "Are you Inner Circle? Or are you Elite?" And Matt Hardy yells, "Delete." And then he goes, "Inner Circle or Elite? Delete. Inner Circle or Elite? Delete. Elite. Delete. Elite. Delete." And he just kept going through. He's like, "All right, that's it." And Jericho said he was going to knock some sense into him, slaps Matt Hardy across the face. Matt Hardy responds back with a right fist, knocks Jericho down. And he said, "Oh my goodness, you are something different." And then he said, "But you know magic, but so does Chris Jericho." And he said, "Abracadabra," and Sammy Guevara comes from out of nowhere and attacks like the little slimy shit that he is. He attacks Matt Hardy, knocks him down, and they begin jumping him. But remember, who was on commentary this whole time? Cody and Kenny. And I love when he was disrespecting the Elite. He was like, "Dude, we're right here. Like, we can hear you."
Exactly.
And they run down with steel chairs to make the same classic babyface move. It's 3-on-2, so they have to retreat. And Matt Hardy in the end is doing the delete, and fire is coming up. So Jericho looks like he almost gets his hair singed.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. And they run off, but Matt Hardy gets this cool visual effect of him doing the delete and the fire's coming up and like all the lights and pyro being on him. It looked really cool at the end how they ended the show.
Definitely. And we cannot forget, because I just thought about it. We breezed past it. Chris Jericho definitely had the cameraman singing, and the cameraman was definitely into the song. Kudos to that man. You know he used to be at home in his tighty whities.
Yo, chill with that bad visual, bro.
I'm just saying, tighty whities, freaking a beer on the table, dirty socks, just playing the air guitar, singing all kinds of rock songs.
Terrible that you even brought up dirty ass crusty socks on this podcast.
But I'm just saying, I give him all the respect in the world because he definitely hit that song. Like, even with nobody being there and being on live TV and still singing, not giving a shit. Kudos, bro. Kudos.
Live chat, this show, thumbs up or thumbs down? And I know I've got some questions highlighted that I'm going to go back through and answer momentarily.
I still have a thumbs up. I can't say it was a bad show because we're in the circumstances that we are in. So you can't really say it's a bad show unless if it's really a bad show. You can't. Yeah, to me, it's a thumbs up.
I agree. I'm going to give it a thumbs up as well. I thought they had enough on here that kept me interested, despite what we got. And it's nice to have entertainment during these stupid-ass quarantine times. I get that it's for safety, but it still sucks.
Yes.
Let me see here. I'm waiting for the chat to throw it in. We got a thumbs up from Doug R-Dubs, giving it a thumbs up as well. And yes, I'm going to explain some of that stuff momentarily. Thomas Polster said thumbs up. Sick, I'm going to get into what you said because I do want to address that in 1 second here. If you guys have questions, like I said, line up a couple of them for us and then we'll get ready to head on out of here soon. But Sick comes in with a question. He says, question, do you think people like Vince who own and promote wrestling kicks themselves when they release talent they didn't believe in and they go somewhere else and blow up?
I think so.
No.
I don't think Vince per se, but other companies, yes.
I don't think so. I think Vince McMahon does not give a shit because he thinks that he can offer you more money and he'll make you a star because you did it somewhere else. He's like, yeah, I'll bring you back. Come on. Work for me now. Now I'll make you a main eventer because you proved yourself somewhere else. It's been like the recent WWE model. Like, you guys remember, back in the day, they would not do that shit ever. They'd be like, once you're gone, like, we're going to get the stank off you and do it. But Vince will bring you back, give you a quick push, and then all of a sudden he'll just kind of push you back down the card. You'll like someone like Luke Harper. If he came back, he would never be Vince's main man.
No,
he would just be a side person to Vince.
He'd be fighting
on main event. At best, when he first came back, maybe Intercontinental title again.
Yeah,
they know what they're doing. So I don't think Vince does per se. Maybe other companies do though. Like, think about it. When WWE lost EC3 and he went to Impact, EC3 was a star. I'm not gonna front. Like, they made him a huge star. WWE signs him back. What have they been doing with him? Like, it's the most disappointing thing to see.
Very disappointing.
Let's see here. Did Matt Hardy teleport? Segment of the year, Thomas Polster said. Jericho yelling at Vanguard. Mechanical cigars and a little bit of the bubbly in the gas tank.
Right,
R-Dub said. That was good shit when Jericho said that. Doug said the segment was great. He teleported multiple times. The Ultimate Opportunist that Moxley kicked out of the One Wing Angel. I don't remember that. I don't think he did he? In that match we saw for the pay-per-view? What was it, Full Gear? I don't think he kicked out of that.
Yeah, I don't think he kicked out of that.
I'll have to go look for it, Ultimate Opportunist. If you remember, send it to me, though. Because I'm not sure when that happened. Let's see here. Who's watching the Stardom tournament? Prince Rockstar said, I only watched round 1. I have them all saved on my watch later right now, Prince Rockstar. So I do plan on watching it. And you gotta stay off social media if you don't want spoilers. You know that's gonna happen regardless.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Six said, I love AEW, but Matt teleporting into the stands was the cheesiest shit AEW has ever done thus far. Alright, Six, so I gotta explain this to you. Like I said, people when I first saw this said they were gonna hate it or love it. So Matt Hardy's stuff is going to be super like gimmicky, over the top stuff. So he'll come out and he may say, oh, it's the Bucks of Youth. I knew you'd come. And he does all this silly stuff. Dude, he had Hurricane go into the Lake of Reincarnation. So basically, at his house, there's a big lake out there. They threw Shane Helms in there, and he came back as the Hurricane at one point, threw him back in. He came out as like Sugar Shane Helms, and then he came back out as Shane Helms from 3 Count or whatever his name was, Gregory Helms.
Yeah,
Get up on your feet now. So you don't know what you're gonna get when you deal with Matt Hardy. So some of this stuff is gonna come off cheesy. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. That's the best way I can put it to you. I like it. Even him teleporting, I was laughing at it because I'm like, this is so ridiculous. It's good. It's no different than the Undertaker lights go out. I'm here. Now I'm here.
Right,
like,
exactly.
all right, guys. But I thought it was funny with that. Let us get back to this. Thumbs up from Sick. The Ultimate Opportunist, 2 thumbs up. Prince Rockstar gives it a thumbs up as well. He also says Bobby Lashley and EC3 look at where they're at in WWE. Valid point, sir.
Exactly.
Derek, your boy Bob Lashley. He's a...
Bob!
Malik Murray says, do you guys think MLW is trash now or still good? And why don't they make Ring of Honor on Thursdays? Ring of Honor is working on a new television deal from what I've heard in interviews with Joe Koff recently. It sounds like they're trying to get one night a week where they're just going to be on that night no matter what. And it's going to be kind of like, what do I want to call it? Like destination viewing. Like I would watch Ring of Honor if I knew it was going to be on at 8 o'clock on a Friday maybe. You know what I mean? Like you got to have a time frame versus I see it when I'm at work usually. Like someone will have it on in the break room at my old job. They would have it on. I'm like, oh, okay, Ring of Honor's on. Random. It would be on at like 9 o'clock during a break.
Yeah, like or like freaking 12 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that. Like, wait a minute, I'm out. Who's wrestling right now?
MLW. I don't think MLW's trash. I feel like MLW's been poached for a lot of their talent. I mean, they still got great people. They got Rich Holiday, Jacob Fatu, the Von Erichs. You can go through Tom Lawler, whoever you want to name at this point. It doesn't matter. They still have great talent there, and I think MLW is really trying to capture something, and I know they're looking for a television deal as well at the moment. So I'm not going to say trash, Malik. I'm going to say that I think you should watch some MLW on Saturdays when they put the shows out. I liked it better on Mondays, but apparently the numbers probably weren't doing as well, so they moved it to a different day. Six said, nah, I love the Woken Matt Hardy. I'm just saying with the teleportation stuff. And Sick then wrote Lashley with the bald head.
Honestly, I never really started saying Bob Lashley until Rusev.
Yeah, I don't know why Rusev started saying that shit. He's still not on TV, bro.
Apparently not.
Sad. At least Robert Lashley is being used, Doug said. And the Ultimate Opportunist brought up Bob Lashley. Oh my god, I just said it again. Bobby Lashley has a WrestleMania match against Aleister Black. And Six said Lashley's going to eat that foot. Yes.
Well, what's this match for, though?
I think it's just to have it. I think they're just trying to fill up the card with people because there are some people who are quarantined. Like Rey Mysterio and Dana Brooke, I read, cannot leave their houses. I don't know if they're sick or they got some symptoms of it, but they said they don't want them to leave. So,
I guess. All right.
We'll allow it, right? I don't see any more questions popping up here. Can't wait to see Baszler hit a 450 off the PC on Becky. I heard the PC might be shut down for part of it. I don't know if they have to record more tomorrow. I'm not looking at the spoilers for it. I'm going to try and watch WrestleMania and give you guys a proper review. It's going to be different. It's going to be harder to do it. Usually we have a party and then we all like get together, review the show. But this is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be harder to talk about this. So
no party.
Yeah, social distancing. You know, we're practicing safe stuff. Wash your damn hands. And use soap and water, not this. All right?
Proven fact.
Some people are just saying nothing, just a match. This is what we got to work with right now, people. This coronavirus shit is killing us. It's keeping everybody at home and everything else. But stay strong. Keep your heads up. Things will get better eventually. Who knows how long this is going to last for. But I do care about you guys. So if you guys are on Facebook, join the Everything Pro Wrestling Facebook group. Like the official page as well. There's a link tree down below. If you guys haven't picked a podcast platform, pick one, man. Pick Spotify, pick Apple Podcasts, whatever you like, man. Listen to the podcast. We are out here trying to get some new things going for you. I got some good stuff coming up for you guys. I promise. I finally got something that I've been waiting for a long time. Just trying to put some final tweaks on it, and hopefully I can get some help with some other things that I want to use that for, but I'll have to talk to my tech people for YouTube for that. But this was a fun show tonight, man. I'm glad that we all got to talk about it, discuss some pro wrestling, live it up, man. I appreciate you guys. I am not sure, Doug. I have not watched NXT yet fully, so he asked who was the tag team on NXT tonight. I think it was for tonight, but not sure, Doug, who that was, who you're referring to. But listen, guys, we're going to end it here. Thank you so much for listening to Everything Pro Wrestling. It's a show by the fans, for the fans. And like I say every week, man, I couldn't do this without you guys. I appreciate the audience that we have here. Thank you guys so much. With that, for me, Derek, peace.